himself.
Monroe, Louisiana, moving right on along. Our fourth and final grappling super fight. Welcome to the arena, Alston Petrella.
All right, Alston Petrella coming out, like you said, weighing in at 225 pounds.
Yeah, pretty big boy, but athletic build. You know, he's and very young guy, 21, coming out of Ruston, triad over there. Josh Lee, we saw, you know, Owen fighting out of there, Luke Robertson. They're well represented on the card here tonight. And I know I've seen Alston looking really, he's really comfortable and confident coming out here. I know I've seen him compete in some grappling tournaments before. I've actually repped a few of his matches, and he's very impressive, very kind of dynamic style. He offers a lot of different challenges. I'll be interested to see how he approaches this tonight. I don't know how much he knows about his opponent, but his opponent, Grant Scurria, is has some pretty extensive wrestling experience, and so I wonder if Alston wants to try to challenge him on that, or if he'll maybe look to pull guard. But again, you don't want to be on bottom against the wrestler either. Those guys can base down and really grind you.
That's right.
Monroe, Louisiana, welcome to the arena, Mr. Grant Scurria.
All right, Grant coming in as the lighter man, a little shorter too, if I'm not mistaken, though.
Yeah, but that could help him get down into the legs either.
Absolutely. Now, Grant, a pretty extensive wrestling background, like you said, so I definitely expect him to utilize that heavily, especially in the opening minutes.
Yeah, like we said, extensive wrestling experience. The blue belt in jiu-jitsu, fighting here out of Western Road, Cone Gracie. Good school over there.
Monroe, Louisiana, our fourth bout is a grappling super fight scheduled for 1 8-minute round. Submission winners only. Introducing first in the blue corner, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 225 pounds, fighting out of Ruston, Louisiana, representing Triad MMA. Raise the roof for Alston, the Italian Stallion, Petrella. Ladies and gentlemen, and in the red corner, 75 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 213 pounds, fighting out of West Monroe, Louisiana, representing Cone Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Give it up for Grant Scurria. Third man in charge of the action, Mr. Chris Hill. Monroe, let's get it on.
All right, another 8-minute round. Yeah. As always.
I'm so excited for these big boys. I think we're going to see the cage shaking a little bit here. I hope we get some dynamic takedowns, a lot of action. We'll see how they come out here. Again, they do have to pace themselves for 8 minutes still.
Grant instantly shucking to the double under. Okay with the attempt. Okay with the judo throw.
Just shucks it off. But he's got to protect his legs here. Wants to clear his knee line. Doesn't want to get his knee kind of stuck in there.
Attack the foot,
does
manage to get out. Alston showing exactly how flexible he is right there, still going for kind of a choi bar.
Yeah, this is one of those in-between positions that, you don't get a ton of instruction or practice on how to do them. It's just kind of experience. So
utilizing, though, a heavy, not quite arm triangle, but the arm is trapped in there with it.
Yeah.
Alston going to try to use the fence to bridge him off.
Yeah, and that's going to be something that, Grant's probably not used to as far as, having to, be that close to the cage wall in a grappling match.
Absolutely. So Grant was on top, and then all of a sudden, simply because of the wall, you're on bottom. Grant going for the Kimura. Alston using his long arm to try to straighten it out, create more distance, make it more difficult.
Yeah, that was a strong attempt. It was kind of scary how quickly he was able to pull it away, but didn't quite have the leverage. Again, up on top, and Alston looking for the legs again, trying to elevate his opponent.
Well, I mean, when you're the longer opponent, usually you can utilize the length of your own leg to create more leverage.
Right. Again, like talking about Morgan Martin earlier, he's so good at getting in on the leg locks because he's able to he is so much longer than most people and able to
Alston showing high dexterity here.
Yeah, Grant, look at on that arm, kind of close. Looked like he might have had Alston in a little bit of pain right there, but Alston doing a great job. Turn the elbow down, transition out of there, and now he's on the top position. These guys are going back and forth. No one's able to really kind of settle and find a real advantage so far. Alston
now going for the back, trying to find a truly dominant position to settle into.
Yeah, this is the most solid position we've seen so far in the match.
And even it's not yet quite settled yet.
Yeah, Grant,
now it would be. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Alston's going to want Grant's back glued to his chest here to kind of keep that secured, and Grant's going to want to try to get his back to the mat. You can kind of turn in from here, but it's a little better or easier to
There
escape.
we go. And there's actually what you were talking about, the swim through.
Yeah, looking to grab the arm to keep his opponent there, because if they can just follow you, then they're going to stay on there. You got to get some separation and then make it to where they can't follow you back through as well. Grant probably a little more used to this spot. Yeah, that's kind of a little bit more of a wrestling spot.
Using a long single butterfly attempt there to get that switch.
And I don't
actually pretty high level move there by Alston.
I don't know about these guys, but I'm tired watching them at this point. So much action, so many transitions back and forth, so much weight they're throwing around.
I mean, we still got 5:10 to go in this round.
Yeah.
To the solid mount, Grant taking a deep breath here, though.
Yeah, I think both these guys are kind of just like, okay, let's wait a second. Let's breathe for real quick, and then we'll get back at it.
Grant going for the hydraulic escape, elevating his opponent. Pulled him back in, though. And there's the old gift wrap to the back take.
He's a bit loose on the back take, though. You really want to try to squeeze your elbows. He is still kind of on the back here, but this could be a lot tighter and closer to the choke if you kind of really squeeze your elbows in, but he's getting to that position. But again, Grant's chest, or his back is so low on Alston's chest, it's going to be a little tougher, whereas if he would have kind of taken care of business and kept the elbows in tight before he sat back, he would be 90% of the way to the choke when he got here.
Absolutely.
But
all right, so still trying to dive through. Grant doing a great job of worrying about the neck first. We're at the official halfway mark here, though, so a lot of time left. That's a long time to sit in a body triangle.
Yeah, Grant's, I mean, he definitely doesn't want to be here. He wants to get out and get what he has going, but also he's got to protect himself. Alston's still looking for submissions. Both these guys visibly tired at this point. They've had so much action back and forth. This is going to be where people start slipping up and making more mistakes. And
Alston slowly trying to maneuver an arm lock, whether that is the Kimura attempt or the turnover.
Yeah, this is getting dangerous for Grant. Alston's starting to stretch that out, but it's either going to be Alston, getting the arm and attacking and finding a finish, or Grant, able to recover and get into a better position.
Right, and that's all about head position. That looks like that's an escape.
Yeah, it's close. Alston kind of able to reset and keep the elbow in. It's still a bit in the air, but yeah, Grant's going to be able to clear that elbow out now and kind of in the leg drag position. Opts to go back in front of the legs, though. That might have been a bit of a mistake on his part. I think he had a clear path kind of to the back there, but he kind of moved the wrong way.
Absolutely.
And this could be
Alston showing, though, a high level of flexibility.
Yeah, it's kind of just like checking Grant's hips with that knee and that leg.
Buggy choke attempt being set up here.
Yeah, he could kind of.
There we go. All right,
go inverted triangle. But yeah, there's a few options there. But also, it's just like I don't know about Alston, but I don't like to be like.
Yeah, utilizing the cage again for the second time.
Both these guys using the kind of just knee on the hip to control the opponent's positioning.
Yeah.
Grant able to secure that top side control now, looking for the arm.
Kind of a heavy guy move, though.
Yeah.
Bigger guys tend to utilize that position. Now Grant on the mount, change of fortunes, but Alston instantly try to use the cage, trying to use his length for a backdoor escape.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how just flexible he is.
Right, I think that's the reason why you saw those leg attacks early on.
Yeah, he comes out the back door. I mean, I consider that a small guy move, and I'm like 170. I have trouble kind of just doing that backdoor escape. Alston just made it look easy. To be fair, he's not big around. He's a tall and just big overall guy. But
Grant doing the same thing again to control his opponent going down. Okay with the throw. Perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, has some good leg grab position here. Steps in the full mount.
All right, now Grant going to need to find a way to capitalize on this. He has him a little closer to the middle of the mat and cannot quite so easily reach the end of the cage.
Yeah, very important to keep in mind that this fight is almost the regulation round is almost over, and these guys,
a minute and a half left.
Yeah, these guys are going to be tired, and so I wonder if we do go into overtime, how it's going to affect both these guys.
Right, because then the escape speed's probably what's going to be on matter. Alston going to the Kimura attempt, trying to do the underneath one.
Yeah, it's getting a bit dangerous. Grant needs to really protect himself here. Going to look to maybe come on top, but that could open up the submission even more if he does.
Yeah, it can be a trap.
Yeah, the only problem is I think he's going to be able to roll through here. I don't think he's in as much danger as it looks like because of the elbow,
and he's
angle
gripped
of the
it.
elbow. Yeah.
Yep, giving up the mount.
On the Kimura, you have to lift the elbow kind of close to the ear, and the elbow was down.
50 seconds.
Yeah, it was down closer to the hip, so he's able to kind of just roll around behind the back some more. Alston Petrella doing a better job of keeping those elbows tight when he sits back right there.
Expect that leg triangle in overtime.
Yeah, it's such a common position. I'm terrible at it, but so many of these guys are just whenever people get it on me, it's so much problem. It causes a lot of people a lot of problem. And that's a tap.
That is a tap with 20 seconds to go. Oh, man, what a change.
I mean, that's almost certainly does. I don't know if that Grant's going to be able to find something in these next few seconds. He's got essentially no time here to try to bring that back. What great timing by Alston Petrella to find that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Grant going for a last second.
Basically needs something now.
Guillotine, slip through, and time.
Wow, Alston Petrella.
With
like 20 seconds left, finds the submission, rear naked choke off the back take, and gets it done. What an impressive performance from this young man.
Absolutely, showing
21 years of age.
Showing what a high level of movement he has.
Yeah, man. 225, moving like that kind of cardio and conditioning. I mean, of course he got tired. He's wrestling this guy around for 8 minutes, but able to push through that pain, keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of our 8-minute regulation round, we have a winner by rear naked choke. The blue corner, Mr. Alston Petrella.
Sportsmanship showed at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we'd like to thank our